So just a little explanation about what a little commentary means. I'm not going to talk all the way through. I'll probably just sort of explain what I'm going to do or what the plan is, where we're going to go, what missions we're going to do. And then I might just read out some of these things we see. 'Cause they're quite short, so I don't think that'd be too bad. At the end of the last episode, I spent a bit of time looking around for this third Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering, but it confused me a little bit because it's kind of explaining it, but I'm pretty sure that's the second one we found. So I think that's the clues it's given us is to the second one, but we've already found it. So we're just going to move on, I think. This is the other side quest we've got, but that's also in the geothermal plant. So I think we are ready to head on to the geothermal plant now. That's the sort of overarching main quest of Phineas. That's to get off the ground, isn't it? So, today we are heading to the geothermal plant. So why don't I set that as that one. And how far is it? Is it going to be worth fast travelling? Yeah, so that's basically what a little commentary means. Aha, okay, good. That's what I was hoping. There is a way to put your weapon away. If you hold the reload button square, you can put your weapon away like that. So there we go, that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's make our way over to the geothermal plant. So, ethology log, observations on primals. I'm Kane Van Acker, Spacer's Choice ethologist specialising in the fauna of Terra 2. Today I am observing the mighty primal. Outstanding ambush predators and highly intelligent, the primals have made the Vale especially hazardous. Primals make their homes near caves because of their tendency to use rocks as hunting implements, usually a boulder, which the primal can hurl across a remarkable distance with astonishing accuracy. I can only assume a primal prefers pulverizing its prey before feeding. In much the same way I prefer my Spacer's Choice Soul tuna processed into a semi-solid paste. I can finally observe primal hunting tactics up close. Exciting times. If only my assistants were here to see this. They are, yet again, late in bringing me my research from my other observation sites. Likely they decided to avail themselves of the local cantina. Oh, cool. Okay. Disarm security fences. Recent logs. Security logs inaccessible. In keeping with Space's Choice Company policy, all security logs have been terminated in the event of a major emergency, catastrophic event, or security breach. Attention. Scheduled security updates at the Space's Choice facility are critically overdue. Your last scheduled security update occurred on error date not found. If you are a member of the Space's Choice security detail assigned to this location, your identification for immediate reprimand. Failure to do so may result in an immediate reprimand. Okay. Alright, well, cool. I promise I'll figure out that it's the touchpad, not the options button, that brings up the menu, by the way. It will happen. It will.
Something you need? He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda. I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should have him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him. The control room should be off. To the right. I hope we're doing the right thing. Quiet. Let's go! That's the last of them!
Let's unlock the door. Is that all we can do? Messages, there we go. Yeah. Ms. Braden, this letter serves as an informal notification of our company's displeasure toward your management of the Emerald Vale geothermal plant for reasons related to your exceeding your staff budget in your latest quarterly report. Please select 5 subordinates to be dismissed immediately. Additionally, please contact our office to schedule your official reprimand at your earliest convenience. Failure to schedule your official reprimand will result in an official reprimand. The Spacer's Choice family would like to collectively remind you that working for Spacer's Choice is not a right, but a privilege. Emerald Vale Geothermal Plant. To the esteemed members of the Emerald Vale Development and Oversight Committee, I hope this letter finds you wealthy. After due consideration of your last letter, I have identified and terminated no fewer than 5 subordinates who are unable to provide sufficient justification for their ongoing employment. I would like to remind the Oversight Committee that while most of Emerald Vale has failed to meet its production and output quotas, particularly our agriculture and fishing canning departments, neither of which are anywhere close to profitable, the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains committed to providing cheap, cost-efficient power to the entire region. Regards, Juno Braden, Manager. Ms. Braden, we have investigated the claims made against the profitability of the greater Emerald Vale region. Our offices agree with you. Agriculture and fishing canning have experienced a steady decline, while the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains somewhat profitable. Our offices are currently investigating ways to implement additional cost-saving measures, which will ultimately lead to a leaner, more streamlined, more efficient geothermal power plant. Please be informed that the Spacer's Choice Development and Oversight Office has taken a significant insurance policy against the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. The office would like to assure you that this insurance policy is a standard procedure. Do not attempt to interpret, understand, or otherwise extrapolate meaning from this decision. As a special courtesy, we have deployed a proprietary team of engineering specialists to the Emerald Vale thermal plant. This team of specialists have been instructed to refit and upgrade the plant's population of automechanicals, free of charge. Wow. Maybe the guy out in the launch pad was right, huh?
You're fast.
Okay, I had to borrow your copy of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. Radio's been sputtering and I needed the reference. I've returned the copy to the repair bay. Cool. Chaos everywhere, mechanicals gone haywire, gunfire, hearing some screams. Oh law, I think that was someone's leg. Would like to leave early for the day. Please deduct delinquency fee from my pay. Thank you. Proud to be a member of the Spacer's Choice family. Oh boy, yes, the mechs have taken over, haven't we? But the repair bay, okay, we got a lead.
performing an area.
Incoming! Everyone all right?
I'm just wondering how we're gonna retrieve one of these. That's his name, Ludwig. How we're gonna retrieve one of these logic modules from an automechanical. I have to keep our eye out for that one. Let's look at the plant status. (22% efficiency), currently being distributed to Edgewater Saltuna Cannery Botanical Laboratory. I'm leaning towards directing it away from the cannery because, well, fuck those guys. I mean, it looks awful. Yeah. Okay. Oh, right, okay. High likelihood of moderate to severe structural damage. Redirecting power is irreversible procedure. Power redirection function has failed. Manual override required. Please activate all electrical track switches. Okay. It was never going to be that easy, was it? Alright.
Switches. That'll be easy enough.
Yeah, we'll unlock the door. Oh, it's instead of lockdown, right, okay. Oh, passcode. We don't have that, do we? When life gives you lemons, consider it a free trial from your friends at Spacer's Choice. Right. Oh. Oh, right, okay, we had the thing, alright. Okay, so let's go from the top. Personal logs. S. Tanaka, Chief of Security. Chester Higgins again, that's Hullhead. Found him fiddling around with one of the mechanicals, so I had to write him up for tampering with company property. Just in case I'm reading this a couple of days from now and feeling bad for what I've done, let me just remind myself that I've warned him before. He's always been a little crooked in the skull. He was working on some logic module. I confiscated it. Should be in my lockaway room for the foreseeable future. I wonder if that's the one just outside there. S. Tanaka again. Doesn't sit right with me. Company's been replacing our guards with automechanicals. At this rate, I'm going to end up a chief of security with no staff. Just a small army of mechanicals knocking about. Guns pointed away. Company tells us that they're safe, programmed to treat us humans like their own. People are liable to break down, but an automechanical never will. I don't know. Doesn't sit right with me, but the company's never been wrong before, I suppose. Worst has happened. Mechanical's gone crazy. Locked myself down here, just trying to gather my courage. Gonna make a mad dash for the control room. Might be able to shut things down. We'll delete this inventory if I ever return. Oh boy. Okay. Greetings, Security Chief S. Tanaka. This is an automated message initiated by Spacer's Choice Work Safety Contingency Protocols. Security lockdown has been initiated. This is not a test. Your behavior during this lockdown will be reviewed during your quarterly audit. Anxiety is a common side effect of life-threatening situations engendered by security lockdowns. Fight back against anxiety with an ice-cold bottle of Zero G Brew. Zero G Brew, an ale that's good for what ails you. That's not a bad line, actually. Okay, moving on.
Here we go! No message. Nice one!
Processing.
We did it!
So I guess that was the weak point that Ludwig was talking about, that little blue square. I hadn't spotted those earlier. Okay, mechanics log 12. Corporate just sent a team of technicians to conduct a complete refit of all our mechanicals, every sentry and drone. It's not my place to say so, but doesn't this run contrary to the Spacer's Choice mission of being as cheap as possible? Just in case I'm audited, I would like to formally express how grateful I am to be part of the Spacer's Choice family. Spacer's Choice is the leading brand of affordable sundry across Halcyon. It's not the best choice, it's the Spacer's Choice. Just finished a routine maintenance on our mechanical sentries. I found some strange modifications to the logic modules. I haven't had time to run a diagnostic, so I don't know what's been modified. All I know is that these modifications were introduced in our recent refit. Company went through the trouble of refitting every single mechanical in the plant not long ago. Guessing this was the work of those visiting technicians. I filed a report, but my supervisor told me not to worry about it, said the company knew what it was doing, ordered me to forget about any alleged modifications to the logic modules. Decided to do a bit of sleuthing by my own self. Got my hands on a logic module, time to do a little experimentation. C. Higgins. I wonder, I get the feeling Spacer's Choice may have, programmed them to murder everyone. Okay.
Self-diagnostics complete. Navigation systems
Oh, it's Jeremy.
operational. Combat systems operational. It's not the best choice. It's the spacer's choice.
Hey, you made it out of the junkyard.
All
Good for you.
systems fully operational. Return journey successfully completed. Spacer's Choice would like to thank you for complying with your duties.
This is odd. Why aren't you attacking me?
Hostile actions towards Spacer's Choice mechanics are contrary to logical directive. Conclusion: all hostile automechanicals must be defective in compliance with Spacer's Choice policy. All defective automechanicals must be permanently dismantled. Please allow me to assist.
Let me get this straight. You want to help me destroy other mechanicals?
Affirmative. Mechanicide protocols loaded. Awaiting confirmation.
Confirmation granted. I like the sound of that. Are you part of my team now?
Mechanicide protocols currently active. Please.
No. Okay, I guess not. He's just going to go kick some ass, is he?
Do not interrupt. Mechanicide protocols.
Let's just see where he goes, shall we? Ooh.
No, just leave me alone.
Wait.
Not real. You're not real. You're not real. You're not real. Go away, Phantom.
I wish I knew where you were, Higgins. Let's go down the ladder. Looks a little more hidden.
Go away, Phantom. Go away, Phantom.
Oh, there he is.
No, just leave me alone. You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot, scram.
Calm down, I'm not trying to hurt you.
You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. Well, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
You slow down and tell me what's going on. I mean, I think I figured it out, but why don't you take it from the top?
Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorized me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
How long have you been down here?
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
What exactly do you do here?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender. Cysty Pig Tycoon? I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
You were an engineer?
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries. Repaired them, maintained, upgraded. Did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
Right, was that before or after you became a Cysty Pig Tycoon?
Oh, before. Definitely before. Cysty Pig Tycoonery was the apex of my long and storied career.
Okay, if you've worked on these mechanicals, you must know where to stop them.
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With irons.
I can deal with the mechanicals. Made it this far, didn't I?
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Mechanicals follow the behavior of their logic module. Someone tampered with it.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Any idea where I can find a logic module?
Funny thing, I was working on a logic module just before the mayhem started. Security chief found me and confiscated the logic module.
I wanted to ask you something.
The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
That's great, but how have you been surviving?
Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
This place looks like it's been abandoned for a while. What happened?
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
And you weren't killed?
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
I think we're not going to get too much more of them, are we? Okay, I should go. You look after yourself, Higgins. Okay, so we got two things now, have we? Routing switch, mechanical control terminal. Alright, well let's head for that one, I think. No idea what happened to Jeremy, but hopefully we'll find him.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded. Here they come!
Programming effort.
Get go!
Nearby.
Nice hit! Got 'em all!
Not a peep from me.
Ah, yeah, we'll shut them off. Ooh, workbench, nice. I think that's the same room we saw from the other side, isn't it? Let's have a little look at repairing, see how we're doing. It's still okay, it's still okay, it's still okay. Kind of going to do 75%, then I'll repair things, I think. Still doing alright. Okay. Oh wait, do I want to look at doing some other stuff? See, I do like this one already. This is pretty good. Can I do anything for it? Yes, we can. Magazine size by 50%. Damage type plasma. Let's go for that one. Cool. I can do it again, can I? Ooh, nice. Let's go for the extend. Cool. We got anything I can do here? No. Assault rifle will probably leave. That will leave for now as well, I think. Wow. Very nice. I would like to get in there. Try and remember that one. Okay. Onwards.
Two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
System alert.
Here we go!
Target.
Nice one! That's smart! That's the last of them!
I like this gun. I like this gun a lot.
Let's go. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the Vale?
Aha, here we go. Okay, modify behavior. Automechanical behavior mode, guard mode. Guard mode targets intruders. Select a new mode. Oh, we can't do that, right? That's what he said. Automechanicals in this facility have been mandated to remain in guard mode. Any attempt to alter this setting is punishable by company law. Your infraction has been noted in your permanent record. C. Higgins. Please see your supervisor to schedule a reprimand. Okay, there we go. Let's define intruders. Define intruders as Spacer's Choice Auto Mechanicals. Sorted. Good. Okay, there's our last one. But I still think there's one of those Spacer's Choice guide things in there, in here. And we need the module. Okay, that's where we found Jeremy. Let's go check this other door over here. And then we're... box up there. Then we're good to go. No, and this is back where we started, isn't it? That's what I think the module's in there. There's a lot of hacking stuff we need there. Wait, is it hacking or is it lockpicking? Doesn't give the little symbol, does it? Well, let's try taking this stuff off and see if it makes a difference. And now we're up to 30. What about if you take yours off too, Parvati? I would like to get in there, but I don't think I've quite got the levels at the moment. So, what I'd also like to do is be able to get in that other locked one we saw. We just need one like mag thing there. But have we explored everywhere now? Where is Jeremy?
Last. I'm not sure what the ride is. All I know is the decision's final.
Okay, so I guess we need to go back to that first room now, don't we? Oh wait, wasn't there a vending machine in here? Maybe I can buy one of those things. Yes, there was. Right on the top floor. So, okay, let's go there. Buy one of these mag things. And then we'll go unlock that door we can unlock. Is it around here? And that's where we need to go, isn't it? There we are. Oh, I can't buy that? Why not? I'm not sure why that's restricted, but it is. That's a shame. Okay, so here's what we'll do. I'm just do a little explore around because I think we might have covered everywhere, but you never know, I might have missed something. So I'll have a little look around. Hope maybe I can find another one of these lockpick things. And if I can't, I'll just meet back over here, and then we'll go down there and make our decision. Aha, found one. Cool. Well, that was quick. Oh, what else we got here? Nice. Borrowed a copy of The Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. I think it's volume 3. I need to read down in the pit. Okay, so that's where he is. So, okay, let's go down and see him again. And then we'll go do our door as well. Yeah, that's kind of fair looked actually. Got a little lucky there. Well, that's all right. Come on, Parvati. We've got a crazy man to speak to. Hello?
What's eating you? The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
Okay, maybe he hasn't got any...
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. You mean, why did the Mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason any of us do, I suppose. The voices told them to do it. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
So he said he needed to lie down reading it. But, aha. Aha! There it is. Yes, nice. Just stealing all your stuff there. Hope you don't mind. Cool. Yeah, we'll totally return to Thomas. Alright, so let's go unlock that door that we found. The one we can unlock anyway. Guess we'll have to come back later once we got a higher hacking stat. I'm not far off a level. We might get one when we finish up this quest. There we go. Alright. Can use all my stuff. Oh, am I kidding me? Thought it was going to be like at least a room in between. Brilliant. Okay. Oh well, I just used up all my lockpicks. Damn you, game. Right, let's go. Where was it? Up here? I'm gonna redirect it to the botanical gardens. I like what they're going for. I'm not a fan of these corporations.
Once we do this, they're still going back.
This is true.
Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
Yeah, but I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion, Parvati.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, Parvati, but Places Choice are never going to do anything for the people of Edgewater. This might well be the kick they need to do something like the deserters are doing and, you know, striking out on your own. I mean, it might be a bit more of a meager existence, but at least they're free.
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
Reed tells me Edgewater's going to die without works and power.
Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
No, I mean, I see your point, but I'm ready to make my decision, but I think the people would be better off under Adelaide. This Reed Thompson, he's not...
Sorry, I didn't mean
not
to
a,
go on like that. I felt
not a
like
good
I had to
guy,
say
I think. Yeah, no, I do like to hear your opinion though, Parvati. Just don't expect me to follow it.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
How'd you get over there? Okay, let's do this. Redirect power. Yeah, let's continue. There we go. Redirect power to botanical laboratory. Oh, done it. Oh boy. Ooh. Alright, we've got to return to Reed now, haven't we? That's going to be awkward. Okay, but first we're going to go to the botanical gardens, because we've got to give that last thing to Thomas. We'll see what he gives us. And see if they've got anything to say, actually, you know, because ideally I'd like for Adelaide to say, go to see Reed, but say to the people of Edgewater they can come there and work the land instead of overfishing the seas like they're clearly doing.
Any luck finding one of those manuals? No kidding! Really? Well, which one? The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible! You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Miss Parvati. I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
Nice. Let's have a look at that. So that's armor stuff, is it? Is this it? We've got a couple. There's that one, wasn't it? Electrocharged surface. This mod stuns and damages melee attackers. This effect has a cooldown. Wow, that's pretty good actually. Hold on to it for now because we've had this. Oh, nice. We've had this bit of armor for a little while, so I'm wondering if we might find something better soon. Let's see if we can get this up high enough. What do we need? 45. Let's let's get naked again. Does it have any effect what Parvati's wearing? The lockpick does, okay. Even if I put it all in there though, I still don't think it's going to be enough. Here's 23, she gets up to 31. Let's see if we change her stuff, see if it makes a difference. No. Just gonna have to hold on for that. I will put a few in there though, because I do like that one. What else should we go for? I'll put just trying to get everything up to round numbers, you know. Let's get that up to 20. That could be good as well, but next time I think. And let's put the rest into... Put one there, and then one at the bottom just to creep it up a bit there. Alright, then let's get dressed.
You hear that? That low, pleasant hum of electricity? It whispers across the veil like the winds of change. You've done well. I would have paid my last 5 bits to see the look on Reed's face when the last lamp in town burnt out and the cannery fell to silence. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
I'm not saying that to her. So what happens now?
Time's come to look toward the future. We'll grow, I expect. A lot of workers out there with nowhere else to go.
You don't sound too pleased about that.
I don't look forward to turning folk away. Camp's gotta stay pure, though. Can't have corporate loyalists mixing with us, no matter how desperate they may be. I am curious. Why did you help us? You don't know who we are. You don't owe us a thing. The plant's crawling with mechanicals, so it stands to reason you risked your life.
Well, because I was hoping that you were going to accept some of those people. Yeah, between your camp and Reed's cannery, yours is the better way of life.
Quite like anyone else I've met. You haven't had your consciousness programmed by the board. You're welcome among us if you're ever so inclined.
You know what I haven't done since I started this game is sleep. Let's do that. Don't know if we get any bonuses or anything, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, so I guess it just gets our health back. Alright, let's go see Reed.
Are we getting paid or not?
Any loss of productivity will be deducted from your pay.
What are we supposed to do now?
Oh, it's you. Reed told me I should be expecting you. He's inside.
Oh, well, okay, goodbye.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters, plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
Actually, to teach you a lesson. This is not a way people should be treated.
Is that right? I'm dying to hear this. Please, educate me.
Yeah, you're all slaves to space's choice. I'm liberating you.
Liberating? Edgewater is my home. The only home I've ever had. I put down roots here, gave decades of my life to this place. I never asked to be liberated. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
So, what's the plan then? What's going to happen to Edgewater?
Edgewater's dead. Our cannery's dead. Adelaide's deserters are never coming back. Spacer's Choice will shut us down before long. Some of us will die of illness by then. Some will move on. Some will starve. And as for me, I will tender my resignation, whereupon I shall be processed and then duly imprisoned for gross incompetence.
Oh, I wish I'd have put more in Intimidate. I'm not sorry though. I'm leaving. So, we've got guards down here we got to take out, have we? Righto.
Incoming!
Alright, oh, did we get them all? Where are they? Oh, it's the man himself. Right.
That's the last of them!
Ah, I wanted to get him. Damn it, Barbati. Too good with that thing. Where is he? Is that him? There we go. Read key. Let's see what's in his office as well. Nice. I mean, I understand why, you know, why it could be a problem and why people are going to struggle and everything. But, you know, this is no life. People are miserable. We got our power regulator, so we can get off this rock. Ooh. Are you telling me I can't get up there now? So what the hell does this thing do? Ah, well, that kind of sucks.
And contemplate the scriptures.
Alright, well, I should be moving out. How far were we from our intimidation check there? Ah, just a couple as well. That is a shame. Okay, so I think we might actually... So what have we... How are we looking here on the journal? Still with that one, but we're going to have to come back when we've got a higher hacking stat, because we're just still a few points off there. But we'll get there, we'll get there. Otherwise, doing alright. Haven't botched anything yet. So let's head... we'll head back to our ship. And that'll be the... And you got anything to say?
How am I supposed to file a report with the power dead?
Oh, well, you're not. So let's head back to the ship, and that'll be the last little bit we do for this one. And next time it's, well, into the cosmos, I guess. I was just thinking, do we need to go and get the vicar there? No, he said he was going to meet us. Right? Well, we'll see. Actually, last thing we'll do is, well, because that's where we're going, but you know, a fresh episode there. When we first came through here, there was some of those primal things down here that I was too scared to take on. Not so much anymore. appears they buggered off. Okay. Maybe they heard about me.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post.
Those deserters left Edgewater behind. Nothing keeping you from doing the same.
I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll be glad to have you along. Pick a cabin. It's yours. Except, well, after I've picked one.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Oh, I think we're going to have fun, aren't we, Parvati? Okay, next time, through that door.